Yo, what's the word? What's the word? It's another morning, and I know I was not here yesterday. Man, but man, look, these daycares, they be playing with me. These daycares they be thinking shit sweet. So I had to get little mama right yesterday. But we back. We definitely back. And it look like Swamp is ready to take control of his career. It look like Swamp is fed up with the games. It look like Swamp could be making a debut in the blue room. Let's talk about it.
Let me check niggas' temperatures.
Jazz the ass. You just never know. You get on people saying like, I have a bar though, because he kept saying Vicky.
So I ain't want to bring up the Gilly. I ain't want to bring up ARAB.
Now let's just say it came out that his story.
Nigga, stop ball strong, nigga. I'm ball strong. Yo, what's the word? What's the word? You know what I'm saying? It is Friday Eve. We one more day before the weekend can get started, man. Battle rap crazy right now. We got so many events coming up, from the Riot to RBE. You know what I'm saying? The Chrome 23, the Bullpen. And then we got the URL. Now, URL, I have no idea what is going on in that camp. I have no idea what's going on behind that fourth wall. But in them offices, in them spaces, it can't be good conversation that's going on right now. What is happening to the URL? How are y'all letting literally all of y'all stars just walk away? I gotta believe at this point URL is hitting the reset button on their roster. They letting people just walk. And they saying, hey, if you willing to walk while you feel like this ship is sinking, you can walk. But your ass better not come back when you see it's afloat. You better not come back when you see it's afloat. So essentially what has been going on, man. Shout out to Swamp. Swamp right now, I feel like has a lot more. I think he's realizing he has a lot more leverage. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think they have a lot more leverage. He has a lot more leverage and a lot more mobility than what the URL would like him to believe. If you don't know, did you hear Show Off said Briz and him having a rematch on Max Out? Man, look, I don't be believing Show Off, man. I seen he said him. Can we be for real? Can we be honest? Shout out to Show Off. You my guy. Definitely want to bring you on the show soon. But do we really feel like Briz comeback is about to be against Show Off? I'm just saying, do you really think that Briz Rothstein comeback is going to be against Show Off? That's the name that he going to come back to? Respectfully. I'm just saying. A lot of names been tied to Briz. I definitely think Show Off is trolling. I definitely think he about to be on this card, though. I definitely think he about to be on this card. You said I heard it's true, man. I don't know. I think he's trolling. I absolutely think he's trolling. But let me get this Swamp, man. Let me get this Swamp. So again, Swamp is someone who I feel like everybody else around him believe that he had the leverage, and maybe he knew he had the leverage. It's like having the power, you know what I'm saying, having an incredible power, but not wanting to utilize the power, not wanting to, you know what I'm saying, really let your power be shown. But enough is enough. EIE. This shit is over, man. Shout out to Piper Boy. I can't, man. URL. When you looking at Swamp is really one of the very few stars that has been able to come out of the caffeine era, come out of that COVID era, and his profile be raised to the level that it is. You got to think pre-COVID. He had already, I think going into COVID, he was just coming off battling Twerk. So his stock he was still undefeated at that point in time when he first got into the URL. He had a run about that. I would say that PG with Your Honor all the way up until he met KCJ. You couldn't touch Swamp. But what happened is You know what I'm saying? We saw the very first big battle a Twerk's career was Swamp's career was probably the Twerk battle. And then we know what's going on in the Carolinas. We saw the civil war between T-Top and Swamp. We saw that back and forth. And when it was time for that battle to happen, when it made the most sense, the URL shelved that battle. They shelved that opportunity. Now you have a Swamp that still believes in the URL, still believes in their plan, but now that's one battle that they kind of let wait and fester a little bit too long. You left that in the oven a little bit too long. You left that on the stove a little bit too long, and you burnt that battle. So when we finally got that battle was trash. That battle was trash. Respectfully, that was one of the worst Swamp performances I had ever seen. I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all. So then again, you have Swamp, and I've talked to Swamp. You have Swamp willing to walk away, fed up with battle rap from time to time. But then you have the reemergence of Swamp through Ultimate Madness tournament. Now, I'm not talking about the one he went to the finals. I'm talking about the one before that. I'm talking about the one before that when he smoked Jerry West. I'm talking about the one before that when he made it up against Geechee Gotti. That one. Then he comes back with another tournament. The next tournament that he takes last year, even crazier than the roster that he had the first go around. So this time he gets Shotgun Suge. Then he get Nitty. Then he get Fonz. Then he gets all the way to the finals of the Ultimate Madness tournament. And I ain't gonna lie, I had Swamp, and I will die on this hill. I had Swamp up 2-0 going into the third against JC. I understand what he chokes, and when you choke, you automatically lose the round. But I didn't have JC winning that first round. I did not have JC winning that second round. Swamp won that money in my eyes. The battle was over. But because I don't feel like Swamp was getting the support from the battlers at that point in time, they didn't want to see Swamp destroy the algorithm that they had created. So they gave it to JC. I ain't gonna lie. They gave it to JC. But then he's rewarded. Now, he didn't win the money, but what he won was an opportunity to battle Tay-Rock on Summer Madness. He beat Tay-Rock on Summer Madness. Let me reiterate that again. First watch in the building, Summer Madness 12. I was in the building. He beat Tay-Rock. Rock smoked him the first round. It got dark for Swamp in the first round. But then in that second round, I ain't going out like that. I ain't going like that. Yeah, you needed one of them rounds. You needed one of them moments because Tay-Rock had you nailed to the cross. Tay-Rock had Swamp nailed to the cross in that first round. But I had Swamp beating Tay-Rock. Then he gets Arsenal. I say all that to say this. Swamp has arrived in battle rap. Swamp, I believe, after that Tay-Rock battle, was top tier. I believe the Tay-Rock battle, battling him on Summer Madness, already having a gnome under your belt. You know what I'm saying? You've done the small, you had the resume at that point. I believe you're top tier. And all you've done is carried the momentum right over into 2023. Well, I can say arguably you ain't lost a round. You may not have lost a round in 2023. You got stumbles up out of there. I was in the building to see what you did against Clean. I was in the building for that. All the while, you and Verb been going back and forth. Pretty much since the Rock battle. So we going on a year of promotion. You versus Verb. No contract signed, but planting the seed, watering the seed, creating a storyline, creating a buzz behind that battle. Doing the marketing, doing the promotion, doing everything that they say you should be doing. Only to be cut off at the kneecaps. Because you and Verb doing all these promotions, you're having all these interviews, and you know what I'm saying. Why is the URL not booking this battle? All the while, we see the energy that this battle has created. We see the energy in the culture. We see that URL is getting drugged through the mud on a daily basis by the culture right now. And all you got to do is fix it, is provide us with battles. Provide us with battles we want to see. Make sure that those battlers have enough time to prepare. This was low-hanging fruit for the URL. This was a low-hanging fruit situation from the URL, and they fumbled it. They could have booked Bird and Swamp back in April. You don't need to know. You don't need to know when the venue is. You know Summer Madness is happening, right? In January, did we know Summer Madness was happening? Did we know Summer Madness was going to need battles on that card back in January, back in February, back in March, back in April, back in May, back in June? Now we in July. Summer Madness is August 27th. And one of the very few stars you were actually able to raise his profile, raise his stock, other than Easy the Block Captain, Swamp. But now he ready to lead a URL because y'all playing with his money. Y'all playing with his career. Y'all playing with his opportunities. Swamp is someone who has said time and time again, he is someone that has said he doesn't necessarily need battle rap. He has his lawn service company. The boy got about a dozen mowers. He got about 15 hedgers. So business is obviously booming. Grass is always cutting. He's always going to be employed. So when we talk about this leverage thing, one of the things that we need to get to when we talk about leverage, shout out ARP, because, you know what I'm saying, we definitely going to talk about the interview. We definitely going to talk about the interview and what you had to say to Swamp, because being the man that you are, you're not going to act like you don't see that him and Rosenberg Raw, you know what I'm saying, wasn't supposed to go down on the trenches. You're not going to act like you didn't see Swamp on 3 Letterman saying that he wanted to battle Rosenberg Raw. And he said he'd even take him in the blue room. So you gotta appreciate ARP for acknowledging what is going on in the culture. You can see everything, but you don't gotta respond to anything. Let me say that again. You can see everything, but you don't have to respond to anything. What up, Qua? What up, Qua? They violated Swamp. He said URL gotta give the people good battles. That's a fact. Hey, man, make sure y'all go follow Qua. He on his own. He doing his own thing. Make sure y'all following Qua. Make sure y'all following FYTV, FY, fuck you. You know what I'm talking about, battle rap. You know what's up when he rolling up, god damn it. I can't say the acronym, but hey, Qua, put your link in the chat, my boy. Put your link in the chat. Please do so. But ARP responding to Swamp, and he's talking about this leverage thing, and that's something that not just Chris Unbiased says, but I know Chris Unbiased is getting a lot of credit for saying that. But it's the art of negotiation. Never seeing, and matter of fact, Qua said this on one of his channels. Don't let your left hand see. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You always should be creating opportunities of financial gain, especially if you are an individual entity. And I think FYBTV, there it is. Shout out Qua. Please go follow him on his YouTube. Follow him on Twitter. He keep it all the way 100 with you, man. He keep it all the way 100. I might have my boy on the show, man. I think I need it. What y'all think about Temp and Qua doing the show together, man? Addressing some of the bullish going on in the culture. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But just like they said in the chat, you can never put all y'all eggs in one basket. And that's what a lot of these battle rappers been doing. A lot of these battle rappers, and I get it, and it's the culture fault. We propped up the URL to be the only league that mattered. We let that narrative run. We let the URL empower itself by running with the narrative that it only matters on the URL. I see the fans say it. I've seen battlers say it. respect the Verb. I've seen him. One of the reasons I'm very interested in this Verb and A Ward battle is the whole time we talking about A Ward's resume and what he has done and hasn't done. Well, he didn't caught a lot of wreck on RBE. And when a lot of battle rappers was carrying this URL flag, they were saying that it didn't matter what happened over there. But now you see how the pendulum changed, and that's when ARP start talking this leverage. It's okay to big up the league that you own, but don't ever disrespect the leagues of potential. Don't ever disrespect other opportunities, because you don't know what your tomorrow is going to look like. Your today is looking like with the URL, but what does your tomorrow look like? What does your tomorrow look like? We know that today you with the URL, it's glitz and it's glamour, it's glitters and it's gold with the URL, but slowly you seeing the walls close in on the URL. How are we what? We're 5 weeks out and we don't have a single battle announced for Summer Madness. They about to be throwing crackers and bread up at there on that stage. Boy, we about to get one of the, man, listen. I'm hearing some things about the card. I'm hearing some things about Summer Madness, but I got nothing. We playing spades. We got a whole bunch of possibilities, no confirmations. You said we can blame Norbs for that it only matters on the URL. That might be so, but we ran with it. We didn't push back on it. Did we push back on that narrative? We might have supported RBE in silence. We might have supported all these other leagues in silence. But again, when I came into battle rap media, that's all the battle rap community was saying. They didn't want to acknowledge what was going on RBE. Tell me I'm lying. Niggas did not want to acknowledge what they saw on RBE and what was going on. ARP has had a plan and has executed this plan this entire time. Quality battles. Quality battles. It's not about the names, because RBE couldn't even mess with the big names. Why? Because the URL was blocking that shit every time. Every time ARP and RBE went up for the dunk, LeBron James and the URL was pinning that shit against the glass. But all the while, battlers have been walking around with these URL ankle tattoos, with the URL neck tattoo, with Beasley written across their stomach, with Smack written across their back. All the while, URL been showing them, boy, this is transactional. This is transactional. We care about you if you in this contract. You ain't in this contract. You not locked up with us. It is what it is. And that's what Swamp is saying. It is what it is. He fed up, y'all. Swamp is fed up with the URL. He fed up with the games. They put him in a situation once before with the T-Top battle. They waited too long to give him T-Top. Then they gave him T-Top and that battle was trash. They had Verb, him and Verb. We were screaming it from the mountaintops. Book Verb and Swamp for Summer Madness. What more do you want? What more do you want the people to say? The bloggers are saying it. The battle rappers were saying it. The supporters were saying it. Everybody was saying it. And you couldn't get the business right. But then RBE just came in and swooped in and they got the business right expeditiously. RBE got that business right expeditiously. And Swamp, this is where you go wrong, my boy. Because you had the audacity to call Verb a battle rap thought. Well, sir, as an individual entity, as someone who should be shopping their talent to multiple suitors, you see all of these opportunities. You see Rare Breed, GTX, Bullpen, The Riot, Chrome 23. I can go to We Go Hard, Black Ice Cartel. It's a bunch of other leagues that we can talk about. Street Status, STL Street Report, State to State. There's a bunch of leagues and opportunities on that other side of the fence. And we starting to see battlers, they kind of looking on the other side of that fence. They like the way that grass is cut over there. They like the way the grass is cut over there on the other side of the fence. They like the way that I like the way you line that up. Your edging looking like my lining. Your edging looking like my lining. How can you compare 4 small room battles to 9 big stage events? Hold on. Salute, get your bars up media. That's another fire platform. You got Quiet in the building. You got Get Your Bars media up in the building. Definitely go follow them platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason. This is why there's no reason why battle rap media should not be supporting all battle rap media. I'm gonna just say that. Unless somebody personally burns you, unless y'all have a personal gripe against each other, ain't nothing wrong with just shouting out other battle rap media because we need opinions. We need opinions. These subscriptions be free. Everybody be trying to hold on to them like you got to pay for it. No, you can subscribe to my channel for free. I don't know what they're doing on other channels. You said folks don't believe in things until it happens to them. Now Swamp knows. Hey, that's a fact. Because here's the thing. A lot of y'all that's sitting here trying to leave URL, sitting here talking about URL, when Easy was doing it, y'all show was dragging his name through the mud. Y'all want to talk about loyalty. Y'all want to talk about loyal and being loyal to a league. That's cool. Be loyal to your home league. The URL is not your home league. Unless your name is Tay-Rock, you probably the only person that can say that's your home league. Most battlers have smaller leagues that are their home leagues. They show loyalty to those smaller leagues. But y'all showing loyalty to people that ain't showing loyalty to y'all time and time again. Easy to Block Captain, K-Shine, now Swamp, Mike P mad, none mad. Like, what is we talking about right now? So back to ARP and Swamp, man. So Swamp, I do think it's a little ironic that you saying Rosenberg Raw has finally gotten under your skin and pissed you off. Was you not pissed off when you was on that Trenches card and you supposed to battle him? We playing all angles of this. Because then you also got to think about this. Where's Swamp from? Spit that heat. Swamp from Marion, South Carolina, so I don't know what. I know he's mentioned his home league, but I don't know specifically what his home league is. But those are the leagues you're supposed to be showing. Those are the leagues you're supposed to be showing your loyalty to. The smaller league that which you come from. You get to the URL, ain't no loyalty with the URL. Again, unless you Tay-Rock, unless you were birthed in the URL, unless you were Sue Surf, you are birthed in the URL. You consider yourself a URL baby, bro. Most of the time, it's not your home league. Shine out here singing Break Every Chain because he not in URL contract no more. You know what I'm saying? Shine out here, Break Every Chain. He out here singing that. You got Swamp walking away from the URL saying he want to touch the blue room. What's going on? He probably getting paid more for Froze on ARP than the Trenches. Well, so I heard that URL pulled Swamp off of the Trenches battle or the Trenches card because they had Verb for him. But we see what Verb is doing. Still planting multiple seeds. Verb is a genius. Y'all can say what y'all want, but Verb is literally carrying the RBE flag while at the same time showing his value to the URL. Is he not? He's sitting there promoting the A-Ward battle while trolling Swamp for his current situation. Creating multiple storylines. That is what's key. When y'all talk about the intelligence of Sue Surf and y'all talk about the intelligence of an A-Verb, they have multiple storylines. If Sue Surf were able to get out of jail today, he got about 8 battles right now he can take. If Verb wasn't booked for A-Ward, he already said A-Ward was his third option for RBE. It was supposed to be Verb versus Rosenberg. Then it was Verb versus Ill Will. Verb versus A-Ward was the third option for Maxed Out. The third, we're not even talking about Averb's options on the URL. When you think about Swamp, you think about JC. What else is there? The Mike P was a thing. So again, when we talk about this leverage, never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. When you talking about, you can carry the flag of the URL, but you ain't got to down ARP. You ain't got to down Bullpen. You ain't got to down the Riot Chrome 23 GTX. You don't got to do that. You know why? Because those are possible suitors for your talent. If the URL feels like you'll be willing to walk away from them and go to RBE and go to Chrome, GTX, Bullpen, the Riot, so on and so forth, you now have leverage. You now have negotiation leverage. So you can now say, hey, Smack Beasley, y'all didn't give me this Summer Madness, but you already see what's going on with the Blue Room. I got Rosenberg Raw over there, Verb over there right now. Y'all don't have that Verb battle locked down. URL don't have that Verb battle with Swamp locked down. So that's a battle that can actually go down on RBE. Wouldn't that be ironic? Wouldn't that be ironic if Swamp went over to RBE in the Blue Room and battled Averb? All because URL couldn't get the business done. Swamp got battles on RBE. Swamp can battle Rosenberg. Swamp can battle Verb. Swamp can battle Ill Will. Swamp can battle Payne. Swamp can battle Coach Corleone. Swamp can battle 6'8". Hell, Swamp can battle a female over there. Swamp can battle Caution with a K. But when you're not looking at your life through a tunnel and you take a step back, you realize all the opportunities, potential opportunities that are out there that you could be losing, all simply because you want to carry your flag too tough. Again, cool to have pride in who paying you. You should have pride in who paying you. But you don't got to talk about RBE. You don't got to criticize RBE or GTX or, you know what I'm saying, any of these to big up what you got going. I'm telling you, URL did not pull Swamp. It's a lie. Swamp is on recording saying he believes he can get more money for Froze elsewhere. The Ryan Jones. Okay, again, that's why I said allegedly. That's why I didn't say it was fact. I said I heard. That's why I said I heard. But if you Swamp, again, you got opportunities. You got opportunities galore. If you're willing to walk away. And even if you're not willing to walk away, the fact that the URL believes that you're willing to walk away, now you have leverage. You ain't got to, again, ARP just saying that he might give you a call after his live, that gives you leverage. You can screen record that. You can send that to Smack and Beasley. You say, oh, you're not going to book me? Oh, you're not going to treat me like the star I am? You're not going to give me the respect I've earned? Okay, cool. Guess what? RBE got me for a 3-battle deal. I holla at you in 2025. I holla at you late 2024. We'll see what you're doing next Summer Madness. Since I ain't on this one, we'll see what you're doing with the next Summer Madness. Man, I think a lot more battlers are starting to. They need to apologize to Easy, the block captain. They might not have liked the way Easy did it, and I'm not saying Easy did it the right way, but if you look at what Easy was standing on, the foundation of his argument, a lot of y'all are starting to argue about the same thing. A lot of y'all are starting to argue about the same thing. A lot of y'all are starting to gripe about those same opportunities that you want, about not getting enough plates, about getting called late for battles. This very same thing Easy was saying. It looks like a lot of y'all are picking up that same type of energy and that same type of ideology. If all these big names leave the URL, they will be back in budget with the top 6. No, that's a super fact. That's a super fact. But like ARP said, man, how you get them is how you keep them. And when y'all got all these battlers, y'all was promising all these battles, all these big bags. Now that collaboration is drying up, and those battles is becoming scarce, these battle rappers are starting to speak out. These battle rappers are starting to speak out. But again, Swamp saying that he's willing to battle on all platforms this year. I think he got a battle overseas, matter of fact. To be quite frank, I'm pretty sure he got a battle overseas this year. So I would love to see Swamp on a Rare Breed. I would love to see Swamp on Chrome 23, on the Riot, Bullpen. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all about making sure that you're not limiting your opportunities. Again, like I said, if you like Jordans, that's cool. But I can say Jordans is the best while not saying Adidas is trash. I can say Jordan is the best without saying Under Armour is trash, because what if my Jordan contract ends? I still got Adidas and Under Armour in the wings. I can still go to them and say, hey man, I never talked crazy about y'all. I just said they was the best because they was the best because I was over there. But now that I'm possibly over here with Adidas and Under Armour, y'all can be the best. Again, keep your opportunities open. You know what I'm saying? In battle rap and in life, man, keep your opportunities open. Never close the door on anything or anybody, because you never know who you're going to need, and you never know when you're going to need them. A-Ward was the one who wouldn't sign the BS on URL, and they were killing him for it. Now, look, Tay-Rock got that lifetime Nike deal. No, again, unless you Tay-Rock or Sue Surf, you the only one that should be saying URL is your home league. The only two is Sue Surf and Tay-Rock. Everybody else, no, y'all can't say that. No, shout out to A-Ward. I've given a lot of credit to A-Ward. A-Ward was the first one to say, I'm not signing no 360 deal. He was the first one to say, I'm not signing no 360 deal. I'm not going to let you control my career. I'm not going to let you control the narrative and how much I'm in these people's faces. I'm not going to let you control the growth of my profile. And again, like I said, I remember when Sue Surf was in the spaces talking crazy to A-Ward, and he was like, A-Ward's not going to get it. He will never see another big battle again. Shit, all he been seeing is big battles. All he been seeing is big battles, from the Rum Nitties to the Geechies, now to the Verbs. So, you know what I'm saying? But let me slide up out of here, man. I'm about to get on up out of here, man. Make sure, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Oh, video 1,000. I keep telling y'all, once we get the number 1K, which I think we like 13 videos away. We like 13 videos away. We will be giving away a free pay-per-view to Maxed Out. I will be giving away a free pay-per-view to Maxed Out. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got that bell on so you know each and every time I go live, you know that number 1,000 video will be alive for sure. We will be giving away, again, Maxed Out pay-per-view. I got some dad hats. I got some apparel. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me show y'all some of the apparel. All right, man. So yeah, we got some apparel we're gonna be giving away. You know what I'm saying? We got the temperature check dad hat in the black with the name on the back. You got the temp check Scully. You know what I'm saying, for the fall coming up. Oh, this one's a banger. This might be my favorite Scully. Just the temp check logo. Oh yeah, no, that's the one. And then we got them in the red too. So we're gonna be giving away some hats. We're gonna be giving away some pay-per-views. I'm gonna try to talk to Deadass and see if he's gonna give away some Concrete Jungles apparel. But we gonna have fun, man. Make sure y'all pull up number 1,000. Hey, if y'all want to cop any of this, please hit me up. If y'all would like to cop any of this, please hit me up. I'm not charging super crazy for any of this apparel. So just trying to support the channel, trying to keep the channel going, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all as always. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. And you know what I'm saying? It's lit. It's super lit, man. Make sure that y'all following all battle rap media. Make sure y'all supporting these battle rappers and all leagues. Yes, URL having a horrible year, but I gotta believe they ain't been around this long the tank now. But we'll see. Only time I tell. But I appreciate y'all, man. This is Temperature Check. I am your host. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We ain't just getting started. We been here. Appreciate y'all.